welcome to this week's Michelle Valentine Show. I'm Michelle Valentine.
And I am Joseph Izquierdo.
Hurry, put your glasses back on. Okay. Why are we wearing sunglasses? Why do you ask?
You wonder. Now we're going to tell you.
We are so excited. We are so excited. We finally have the date set. You know that we are doing this live taping. We're doing this taping of the Michelle Valentine Show on the Michelle Valentine Bahama Cruise. Yes.
We're cruising.
It's going to be the weekend. We finally have the date. Every week we're going to tell you a little bit more. The date is October 8th. So it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. A whole weekend of partying and sun and everything. It's for couples if you want to renew the romance in your life. It's also for singles if you want to find romance in your life. And we are going to have a great time. So stay tuned for more information on the Bahama Cruise.
Now, I want to talk about the people we're going to have today.
Oh, we have some great people.
Yeah, we have a book critic. No, what?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the book critic, because I think the folks
like that a lot because he did this critiquing on this book called Dumped, and it has like all these tips about what to do if someone's about to like drop you,
I feel it coming.
Or when they do drop you or dump you, like what are some ways to get back at them?
Oh.
I like that. That was
that's
pretty good.
Now we can write it down and figure out how the heck we're going to get back to our folks. Yes, yes. And who else do we have? We
also have some representatives from St. Luke's Singles.
Yes,
and
yes.
we have Pastor David, and we have Linda, who's in charge of all the dances and the parties.
Correct.
And then we also have our featured single, which is Brandy.
Not cognac. Brandy, mind you.
Brandy, she's good looking. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with Michelle Valentine Show.
Don't forget about the cruise, because we're going. We're going.
If you're enjoying the Michelle Valentine Show, you will love her new travel TV show, Love, Eat, Travel. Follow Michelle Valentine as she travels the world, showcasing the most beautiful destinations, unique adventures, romantic things to do, delicious foods, and more. Visit www.loveeattravel.tv for more information about an upcoming TV show.
Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Michelle Valentine Show. I'm here with the beautiful Michelle Valentine, and I'm Joseph Izquierdo, and we have here, we're going to have a few very interesting guests today, but I'm going to let Michelle introduce our guest over here. Michelle.
Well, we have Gary Roen, who is a book critic, and he's also a columnist for Florida Singles magazine, and he's brought along some interesting books.
To say the least. We're going to learn a lot today.
Very interesting books.
Yes.
One of them even deals with sex. And
did you say?
That's at the very end.
Okay.
At the very end. And so we're going to discuss some books that he brought along. And this one's my favorite one. I love this book. It's called Dumped. It's so funny.
It figures.
Okay. Okay, but let's introduce Gary. Okay, Gary, talk about yourself a little bit because I really want to hurry and get to this book here.
Okay, well, I've been writing the reviews for about 20 years, and I've been a writer for 20 years, and just love what I do. And
how could you not? Look at the stuff you get to read.
Oh, I know. You know, it's just fabulous because I write for the Singles and I write for other publications, and I gear each of the books to a particular publication. And I stretch it sometimes with the Singles, as you'll see, something about Mayberry in the column. But I felt that the lifestyle of Mayberry in the book fit in with Singles, and I'm very positive, as evidenced by my tie, you know, because
We've got a happy face tie.
exactly,
Happy face tie.
exactly, you know.
Well, let's see. Let's
see if we can show the folks what he looks like on. This is what the man looks like on paper.
Don't abuse the guest.
If you need a terrorist, he can pose for you. It's okay. No. I was asking. Actually, I was asking him why did you pick this picture? And he says, well, you know, what was your reason? I'm going to let you say it. Why did you pick that picture for your
The reason was because I've had to deal with authors many times, and especially self-help people, and they don't get the message that I don't want to be bothered. I have to do my job of reading the books and writing the columns. And so the first thing out of their mouth when they call is, when are you going to review my book? Well, the way I work, my schedule is that I send the Florida Singles reviews for about 4 or 5 months worth of material, and they just run it over, you know, a period of time. And so I can't tell the person when that's going to happen. So I figured if people saw this, they'd want to call me and talk to me about relationships and dating and some of the people, you know, and I just wanted to be kind of left alone.
So you can do your job. That's understandable.
This is incognito.
But I did have a beard until December. I shaved it off. I had it for 10 years. And what's wonderful is people are telling me how different I look, that I look younger, that I am a different person.
Well, you don't look anything.
No. That's what people say.
You don't look anything like
I also had the sunglasses on in that.
Now, let me ask you a question now. You are a critic of books. Now, when you read a book, what are the things that you look for? What are the flags that you bring out and that really help you either, you know, make the book a seller or a good book? Or what are the flags that really come out?
Well, I look for, with the singles, what are they telling me? For instance, there was a book years ago written by a columnist who was a singles columnist, wrote a column about being single and whatever. She told women in this book that if they want to be taken seriously, wear a miniskirt.
Oh my God.
I don't think so. So that book I didn't take seriously because it had things like that all the way through the book.
Of course.
I look for, when I'm doing the singles, what are they telling me of, like dumped? It's talking about the women who get dumped in a relationship of marriage, but I apply it to all relationships.
Oh, this definitely could be for
there are
singles.
certain flags that people see, there are certain things, and this woman who was dumped talks about the fact that you can't wallow in it, you must go on, and she teaches women how to continue their life after the relationship.
Okay, folks, please go ahead and bring out
this book.
She's been reading this thing, and of course she goes straight to the chapter about what you're going to do to him if he leaves you.
It's the revenge chapter. Okay,
Revenge.
Oh my gosh, you have to hear some of these revenge tactics. But let's start from the beginning a little bit. Here's, like, for instance, on this book is 21 sure signs you're going to be dumped. And one of them is, like, he calls you a lot. Or he doesn't call you at all, or if you walk together, he's like, he doesn't stand very close to you because he's kind of like, I'm not with her. When he works late a lot, he's picking
when he calls
fights,
you a lot,
where he gets mad if you ask him where he's been. Let's see, you know,
and
the sex is gone, and or the sex is hotter and heavier than ever.
So wait a second. I mean, you're telling me one extreme or the other. So there's nothing that we can do.
No,
what
if
can we
there's
do?
something extreme, then you're like, okay, something's going on. Like if he starts dressing better, that's a sure sign. You're like, okay, now wait a minute. So now all of a sudden you're going out.
Now you have taste. Now you can pick colors.
Okay, all right. Okay, here's another. Okay, now this is great. Here are some tactics in this book of how to forget about him. And one of the tactics, I love this one, number 18, it says, get massages.
Okay.
Okay, now I think what's missing in this book is that it should not only say get massages, but it should say, like, get massages from beautiful, blonde, Swedish guys with tans.
There goes with the blonde Swedish. You think this woman is biased in any way? I don't know.
But I think it would help you forget about him if you had like 4 luscious men around you. Okay, next chapter.
Okay, next chapter.
All right,
Thank you
here's
very much.
one other thing in the book here that we have to talk about quickly is that revenge ways to get back at him. Now, and everyone has probably heard of
this is scary that this
this is scary.
Now everyone has actually heard of that tactic. Not that I've ever done it before. Okay, but there's this tactic where you take Nair, like the hair dissolver stuff, and you pour it in as like his shampoo bottle, or his conditioner bottle, and then when he like goes to like wash his hair, his hair, like, you know,
he's like,
the camera guys are cringing. They're like, oh my God.
Well, you know, she's not telling to go do those things.
Of course.
She's saying this is what women do.
No,
and,
ladies,
you know, the thing about it is, I feel this way. Why waste your time?
Exactly.
We don't have time in this life.
It's fun to think about. Ha-ha.
Well, you know, you do that if you're a writer like I am. You do it in a short story, and that's what I'm doing with the situation now. I'm writing a short story, and it's a situation.
Wait, I want you to hold that because we're going to go for a break.
Okay.
And we'll come back, and you'll tell your story.
All right.
And I have to say one more thing.
Oh my God, that's
one
she's
more
going to
thing.
go. Nobody write this down.
It's a doozy. It's a doozy. You have to hear this one.
We'll be right back with more tips.
enjoying the Michelle Valentine Show, you will love her new travel TV show, Love, Eat, Travel. Follow Michelle Valentine as she travels the world, showcasing the most beautiful destinations, unique adventures, romantic things to do, delicious foods, and more. Visit www.loveeattravel.tv for more information about her upcoming TV show.
Hi, this is Michelle Valentine, and I would love if you followed me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Be sure to visit my website, michellevalentine.tv, for more information, read thousands of interesting blog posts, watch videos, enter sweepstakes, and more. Also, be sure to join my email list to receive my free weekly e-newsletter.
Are you wondering where all the quality singles are? Singles that are attractive, educated, and financially secure? Hello, I'm Michelle Valentine, and I've helped thousands of singles live a happier life, and I can help you too. Clients and members include millionaires, models, doctors, lawyers, and teachers. So call us for your complimentary consultation. Welcome back. Okay. Like I promised.
Oh, God.
Okay, I have to tell them. This is one of the ways of how you can get back at your ex. Okay?
Guys, I'm out of here. Okay, I'm not condoning any of this.
Okay. Number 2 on the list is cause him to spend a lot of money. I like this. Here's a woman who is ticked off at the sight of her ex's clothes taking up the space in her apartment, so she got revenge by shipping all of them off to the cleaners. She said, I paid a kid in my building to pack up all his stuff and take it to the dry cleaners.
Oh my
Everything.
God.
Jackets, sweat clothes, pants, shirts, ties, underwear, handkerchiefs. And then she had them all starched and pressed, like all the additional services. Then she had it delivered to his new place with the bill. Can you
So
imagine?
you have to pay like $500.
Probably more than that. I mean, can you imagine?
That's
So
a good. You know what?
That's a good one.
Yeah, out of the ones, that's decent because at least you get clean clothes out of the deal.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? But I know,
That's
but it's
also
got to pay a lot of
decent
money.
There's some
because
good
it's starting her new life because she's shedding everything that was him.
Right.
So that
Some
kind
people
of is a
need
good
to like
point.
just cut everything off. Okay, and some other books you've critiqued: The Future of Love, the Free Money book. Now this is great for singles, on budgets or whatever. That's a great thing. Until the woman gets married and can rely on all the man's money. Oh,
Hello. I'm looking at the last one.
Hear me say that.
Yeah.
Kosher sex.
Yeah.
Kosher sex. So.
What is
All right,
kosher?
let's not talk about
kosher?
it. No.
Yeah, I'm going to be reviewing those other books. I'm going to be reviewing those other books in the column. So,
Excellent. Okay.
Why don't you tell the
So
folks
read
real
his
quick?
column if you want to know what kosher sex is all about.
Read his column.
People can find the column at www.floridasingles.com.
Great.
And they can find the column there.
Excellent.
And if they
Gary
want to
Roen?
write to me, they can write to me there.
Oh, they can.
Yeah.
Very
Excellent.
good.
Excellent.
Very good. All right.
Well, thanks
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
We'll definitely bring you back in, and we're gonna next time I bring this book back because I think we should go page by page.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Page by page. I'm not going page by page.
All right.
Well, I did a lot of underlining in it.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
All right, folks. We'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
Hi, this is Michelle Valentine, and I would love if you followed me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Be sure to visit my website, michellevalentine.tv, for more information, read thousands of interesting blog posts, watch videos, enter sweepstakes, and more. Also, be sure to join my email list to receive my free weekly e-newsletter.
Hello, welcome back to the Michelle Valentine Show. And first of all, before I introduce you to our next guests that are coming up, I want to make sure that I tell you all about the upcoming Michelle Valentine's cruise to the Bahamas. We are so excited.
Cruising.
It's going to be, so far we have the date now. Every week we'll tell you a little bit more what's going on. But so far the date is the weekend of October 8th. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 3 nights of partying. And this is for singles and couples.
That's right.
So if you're a couple and you want to like renew the romance in your life, come along.
We'll show you. We'll show you.
And if you're single, we'll try to like set you up with somebody who's also on the cruise. So it's 3 nights of like partying, dancing, mingling, eating, and drinking, and all this kind of great stuff, and great
We're going to have
sunshine.
salsa music. We'll teach you how to dance Spanish music, everything. You
all
name it.
kinds of stuff. It's going to be so fun. So stay tuned. We'll give you more information on how you can sign up to this cruise. So we've also got transportation to and from Orlando out to Canaveral and back and forth. So
you don't have to worry about anything. Just bring your bag.
We will take care of you.
Call heartache.
Okay, back to business. Back to business. All right. I have 2 special guests today from St. Luke's Singles, and I have David, and I also have Linda, and it's actually Pastor David.
Pastor David, correct.
Yes, Pastor David. And I personally love St. Luke's Singles because you don't have to be Christian to be a member, but it helps because then you'll go to heaven. But I've done a lot of seminars at St. Luke's. About once a month I do seminars, everything from how to find love through the personals to how to have approachable body language. What else have I've talked about all kinds of things. And I recently had a seminar there called, gosh, I already forgot. No, Love Coaching for Singles. And I just love this group. This is a group of what, I would say a few thousand members. And
yes, actually, we have about 3,500 to 4,000 members.
That is a lot of members. And they have this great newsletter out that comes out once a month called Single Vision. And if you'll take a look,
they have a calendar in there?
Yes, there's a calendar with like all kinds of events that they have. They have like the Shamrock Dance, and they have Spring Fling Dance, and all kinds of things. And they even have a coupon in there all the time to save $1 off the dances. And they also have a featured single at the very back, and it's a great newsletter. So if anybody's interested, you can call St. Luke's Singles at 876-4991.
And I have a question actually, because I also heard that you have some workshops. You have some divorce recovery workshops?
We have a lot of great classes, and on Thursday nights, I think you've come to some of the classes and taught several of those on Thursday nights. At 7:30, there are personal development classes, conflict management classes, everyday practical stuff like financial matters, single parenting when you're dealing with teenagers or with children. And one of the workshops is a divorce recovery workshop, which I lead. And the workshop is like 6 to 8 weeks, depending upon how often the people can get there. Sometimes they're very busy, so we expand it to...
You try to accommodate
for folks that can't make it. For them.
So now what's the cost for, say, this divorce recovery workshop?
There is a $30 fee, but there are scholarships available if someone is not able to cover that. So we try to help people.
And this is for 6 weeks, $30 for 6 weeks.
That's
so
right.
You're talking, you know, $5 a class.
No, it's definitely worth it.
It's absolutely.
Yeah, it's worth it to know that other people are in the same situation you're in. It's a nice support group environment. Really, mostly I am a facilitator. I'm not there to lecture or give people advice, or I can't solve their problems. Obviously 6 weeks is not long enough to deal with all of those issues, but it gets them started along the way. It lets them connect with some people. In fact, Linda has been through this workshop, and now she has an ongoing group that she works with, and they go over to her home for fellowship. It's, you know, members of the group and others who want a close friendship circle where they can get support. And
that's wonderful. Is it the same group we're talking?
No, it's just different people that come in within the community.
Okay.
Anybody can, you can call the church there. It's in the newsletter. It has our names in there. And we just all get together for a good fellowship, and we go to movies, we go to dinner. We mostly will like cook at my house. My house seems to be the gathering. It's not big enough to hold
Who does the cleanup?
Everybody has.
Everybody
guys
pitches
and
in.
girls.
Yeah.
Everybody. It's a good network. It's like the Friends show that you see on TV. They do that kind of things, and it's, we don't exclude anybody, age, or if you have children or not have children in that. And the one good thing, I think my divorce was the most humbling experience I went through, and it's a great workshop that I went through there at the church, and it puts you in the network into the community afterwards. I had tools that I'm able to work with dealing with people in the workforce and that I can do with them. And each Thursday night we have, it's like a whole different group of people that come there. Some nights there'll be like 30 people to 150 people to 200 people, and there's always new revolving faces that come in there on Thursday nights. And it's not just for divorcees, it's for singles, widows, people who've never been married before. And we don't exclude if you do have children. All of us, there's quite a few of us that do have children. We have, if you call ahead of time, we have free child care there that can facilitate that problem for you. And there's no charge for the classes that we have on Thursday nights either.
Well, we're gonna come back in a second, and I want to ask you a couple of questions about that divorce support group, because I think that's a great cause. A lot of folks out there are dealing with raising child by themselves, and I know there's a lot of issues that come with that. We'll be right back in just a couple of seconds, folks, so stick around.
Are you wondering where all the quality singles are? Singles that are attractive, educated, and financially secure? Hello, I'm Michelle Valentine, and I've helped thousands of singles live a happier life, and I can help you too. Clients and members include millionaires, models, doctors, lawyers, and teachers. So call us for your complimentary consultation.
All right, folks, and welcome back to Michelle Valentine Show. I have a question for Pastor David. Now, you deal with a divorce recovery group. I understand that you have issues from raising children by yourself to coping with the fact that you lost a loved one. What is, I think, in your opinion, what is the most common problem that people who have been divorced go through?
Well, the whole process is kind of an experience of grief because there are so many losses, not just the loss of a partner, and maybe the loss of time each day with children because you may become joint custody or you may see them only on the weekend. But sometimes there's financial loss, resources. Obviously, there is a tremendous amount of emotion from anger to sadness, feelings of loneliness.
Well, aren't those certain steps? Is there certain steps that you guide them through? Okay, the first step that usually happens is you're hurt, you're sad, you're angry. Do you have that type of step system?
Yeah, the workshop does review the various steps of recovery. And it's kind of hard to say that they're steps. We wish it was that simple.
It doesn't seem to me like you would follow.
2 steps forward, 3 steps back sometimes. So you're always up and down in that process, and it can be a very lengthy process for people. Sometimes it's complicated by legal matters. They get drawn out for a long time. And then, of course, if there are children involved, there's continued contact with the ex-spouse, which is important. And then you have to deal with the emotions, positive or negative.
And how you deal with the children, because a lot of the problems that come from separated couples is the fact that they have to really watch it and not talk badly about the other spouse when the children are present.
Yes, that's true.
Because and a lot of situations that I've seen, including friends of mine, where you have the children being used, you know, psychologically, and that is, and the children, of course, suffer all of this. And
and we try to focus on some of those issues because it's important to insulate the children and not to use them as puppets and ploys in this whole battle process. It is somewhat like a battle.
It is.
I mean, to get through the legal ramifications of a divorce. But, you know, at the church, we want to say to people that it can be a healing process, and it actually can be a strengthening and learning process where a person comes out on the other side with a better understanding of what really counts in life, what's of value, a kind of a restructuring and strengthening of their own value system and the kind of person they want to be. You know, it doesn't have to be a bashing, deteriorating, demeaning experience.
At all. I mean, every experience, you have to learn from every experience anyway.
So it's kind of a chance, you know, so we have the workshops 3 or 4 times a year. There's another workshop starting up April the 8th, which is a few weeks away.
And they can call what number?
They can call 876-4991.
If you're enjoying the Michelle Valentine Show, you will love her new travel TV show, Love, Eat, Travel. Follow Michelle Valentine as she travels the world, showcasing the most beautiful destinations, unique adventures, romantic things to do, delicious foods, and more. Visit www.loveeattravel.tv for more information about an upcoming TV show.
Hi, this is Michelle Valentine, and I would love if you followed me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Be sure to visit my website, michellevalentine.tv, for more information, read thousands of interesting blog posts, watch videos, enter sweepstakes, and more. Also, be sure to join my email list to receive my free weekly e-newsletter.
Are you wondering where all the quality singles are? Singles that are attractive, educated, and financially secure? Hello, I'm Michelle Valentine, and I've helped thousands of singles live a happier life, and I can help you too. Clients and members include millionaires, models, doctors, lawyers, and teachers. So call us for your complimentary consultation. Hello, welcome back to the Michelle Valentine Show. I'm Michelle Valentine, and this is Joseph.
That's me, Joseph. What can I say?
We have our featured single of today's show, and her name is Brandy. And why don't you take a look at her and see what she's all about? So, Brandy, tell us what you're about. What do you like to do and things like that?
Actually, for a living, I do a little bit of radio. I work for a local union,
That's
and I
exciting.
do some real estate.
All right.
Excellent.
You sell real estate yourself?
Actually, I'm an investor.
Okay.
And I invest in properties, foreclosures, and things like that, and rehab them and resell them or.
Very good.
So you're a busy woman.
Yes, I am.
Yes. Okay. So what kind of things do you like to do when you're not working so much?
Well, I do a lot of dinnering and cocktailing and things like that.
I'm a cocktailing girl. What can I say?
It goes with the territory.
Of course.
You have to entertain.
Sure.
You have to do the dinner.
Networking and schmoozing.
Public relations. That's absolutely it. Can't live without it.
And what do you like? What do you like if you're looking for a fella? Tell us a little bit about
Well,
what
he
you
better like to schmooze the network too.
Yeah, he better be a good PR
he
guy.
must like to be, drug around town and let's go to this party.
Well, we have to do what we have to do. But I like a professional man, somebody who does understand the business aspect of things and, makes a lot out of a little time because obviously I'm very busy. And just really, really generous and warm and patient.
You require a lot of patience?
I require a lot of patience.
All right.
I'm a high maintenance woman.
But that's good. I'm glad that you're saying. There you go. So, it's like everything out in the open, nothing to hide. That's very good. And do you like any hobbies? Do you have any hobbies that you would...
Yeah, I do like to travel and go out of town. That's kind of my hobby.
Like where?
I like to go to the beach, St. Petersburg in that area. I have some family there, and I love to do those little getaway type things. Those
Florida day getaways.
Right. It's wonderful, and everything is so convenient to us, of course.
Excellent.
So you're working a lot, and you like to do a lot of things. So you want an active man. Is there any special age range that you're looking for?
Actually, I love anything between 35 and 50 now.
Okay. 35 to what? 50?
50. That's good.
They're out there.
For me. Yes.
All right. All right.
Anything else that you want to let anybody know who's interested in contacting you? Anything else?
I'm fun-loving, busy, happy, and mad is boring. So let's be happy.
All right. You better tell folks how they can get a hold of her.
Okay. If you want to be happy with Brandy, contact us at michellevalentine@mailcity.com and email us and let us know that Brandy is the one you're interested in, and we will try to hook you up.
Remember, the word is PR. PR. You gotta be a good PR person.
What does PR stand for? What do you think it stands for?
Puerto Rican?